Buongiorno Bianconeri, welcome back to the channel. It's February 15th. I'm Alberto. I've got all this morning's news around Juventus, and of course it is going to be showcased around Europe, all right? So we are starting to get the names of players that are going to be locked into Juventus regardless if we make European competition or not. So we're going to take a look at that. And then of course, we have our first leg against Nantes in the Europa League coming up tomorrow. We're going to take a look at Max Allegri's press conference, injury statuses, and what our lineup could look like going into that. So let's go. All right, everybody, right out of the gate, hammer that subscribe button, especially if you love Juventus. We got you covered on everything Juventus here, all right? And let's get the likes up, so hit that like button too. Danilo's contract extension finalized. And now we know that Locatelli is next on deck, set to finalize as well. Obviously, for these two players, it matters not where Juventus lies come season's end and what competitions they are and aren't going to be playing in next season. Now, we have a list of the other players that are going to be locked into Juventus regardless of what happens come season's end and where the dust settles. The list is as follows: Danilo, Locatelli, Chiesa, Pogba, Miretti, Fagioli, and even Milik. These players are locked into Juventus no matter what, all right? Locatelli next on deck for a contract extension and getting that finalized, all right? Milik, the interesting with Milik is that, yes, we have not technically redeemed him yet. However, March is being reported as the crucial month to determine that, all right? That is when the meetings are going to take place, but it must be stated that Juventus has a great amount of respect for Milik, and he is very well liked around the camp there, and Milik himself loves it at Juventus and would like to stay, so look for that redemption to take place, and all these players are locked in no matter what happens. Di Maria, there are reports on both sides of the fence today coming out on Di Maria. One saying he is willing to discuss potentially staying with Juventus. The other says that he's going back to Argentina, to Rosario Central. And another one that Barcelona is going to be coming in the summer when he's free. My 2 cents is that Di Maria will be leaving at season's end. All right, so that's it. Now, we have, of course, keeping it with Europe, tomorrow, Europa League first leg against Nantes, and that's going to be at Allianz Stadium. It's apparently packed. It's going to be a full house, which is great. I hope the atmosphere is amazing. Do not forget, we are going to be live here at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time tomorrow, getting you hyped up and ready for that one. We'll go through everything in the build-up to this game, all right? Now, injury status is going into that. Max Allegri take it to the press conference. Cuadrado and Bonucci were back in training with the group today. Paul Pogba started with group training and then moved to individual training. Max Allegri said that Cuadrado and Bonucci have recovered to him, but Cuadrado is not yet 100%. For Paul Pogba, he says he doesn't know. They've taken it one day at a time. But yes, he did start with group training today, all right? Now, everybody's pushing the storyline that Juventus has to go all the way in this. We know the importance of Europa League for us now based on the penalties, and we know the importance of Coppa Italia to try and get into some European play next season. Juve is going to want to go all the way in this. Max Allegri even said they want to save face for the showing that they had in Champions League. Gleison Bremer reiterated the same thing in the press conference today. Now, Max still plays it cool. Still plays it cool and says we still have to be wary of Nantes. It's great that we're going to have a full stadium. We need to repay the fans that have stuck with us through all the adversity and actually grew the bond stronger between the club. He says the club feels these fans behind them and they want to repay them with a good performance tomorrow. He says they still have to be wary of Nantes as they've only suffered defeat once in their last 10 matches. Now, in terms of the trident, he was asked about it. He's not letting on to anything for his lineup tomorrow. And he says, the trident, I haven't even thought about it. Of course he has thought about it, all right? But this is your projected lineup. This is what's being reported. Trident will start. But at the back, you have Szczesny, Danilo, Bremer, Sandro, Cuadrado, Locatelli, Rabiot, and Kostic across the middle with the trident. Di Maria, Vlahovic, Chiesa up top. For me, I think Juventus needs a base three-man midfield. I don't like the amount of gaps we had against Fiorentina, and I think a stronger team would have countered us much easier. Now, that said, we haven't tried a 4-3-3 leading up to this with everybody, so I don't have the comfort level in that. I would personally go 3-5-2, and I would bring Chiesa as a super sub off the bench because I think he's been most effective coming off that on bench against tired legs. That's just me spitballing, but you know the drill. I laid out for you to play it out. Let me know in the comment section what you think, everybody. Don't forget to drop a like on the video and subscribe. Tomorrow morning, I'll see you live here. Fino alla fine, Forza Juve. Ciao tutti.